Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Miss Anime, and welcome to my winter preview of anime for 2022. I do this every season. Every season I take all the anime I'm going to be watching for a season, and I go over them, and I go over, my initial thoughts and what I'm going to do. Now, this is different than the first impression video because this video is only based off of the description of the show, the studio it's being made with, and how it looks like it's going to be. This is not necessarily me watching a show and saying, oh, it's good or bad. This is me looking at what the show is might potentially be and saying, oh, whether I'm going to watch this or not. So, without further ado, let's get started. Now the first couple shows are just shows that they're sequels, and for those of you who don't know, I don't generally tend to do sequels with this, except for Arifureta, which I'm going to watch because I actually kind of enjoyed the first half of that season. Sono Biscuit. This show confuses me because this title is completely different than the English title. Normally shows I get they have to abbreviate, they have to, my teen romantic comedy Imini Snafu is in Japanese is something about, love come, my teen love come is not what it, something like that. But this translates to that Biscuit fell in love. The English title is My Dress Up Darling, which, honestly, they sound like two different shows. This sounds like a show about a doll who comes to life and falls in love with a human. And the English title sounds like cosplay, which is closer to what this show is, because according to the description, it's a show about, a girl who finds out that her classmate is a cosplayer, and it's an interesting idea, but I've kind of seen the concept of the girl barging in and discovering that the guy, probably a guy, also, the description where it says, a guy is a loner and he was traumatized by his school friends, that sounds suspiciously like Rosen Maiden to me. It's not exactly the same because he doesn't shut himself out of school, but it sounds extremely similar to Rosen Maiden, which is weird, but I don't know Cloverworks, so I don't know if they're good or bad. This is going to be one I'm going to have to wait for public opinion on. This one I have interest in, but I kind of think they're missing a great opportunity by not having one of the characters be voiced by Mamoru Miyano. That would be really, really funny. In a show called Sasaki to Miyano, that would be absolutely hilarious. And I know Nozomi Sasaki is too old, but that would still be, super funny to have characters who are voiced by people named Sasaki and Miyano. That would actually be really, really hilarious, and I kind of wish they had done that, because that would be really funny. But the idea is cute, and it's Studio Dean, which is unusual for Studio Dean to be doing something so late. Initially I thought this was just going to be another clone of the, How a Realist Hero Rebuilt the Kingdom, but no. Honestly, I really, really, really love the idea of the main character. Just, he doesn't want to be a prince. He has no desire to do anything princely, so he just decides, I'm going to sell off my kingdom. I'm going to sell my kingdom, but instead of and shirk all my duties to other people, but instead of doing badly, his kingdom ends up doing really, really well because, like, all the money can go, they get all this money, that they can use for repairs, and, he gives all the tasks to, it's actually a really great concept, and I hope that they don't mess it up because I really want to see this because it's actually a really funny concept. I don't know about this one. Kagami Sakimura, he's a veteran player whose name and appearance similar so he looks like Gandalf. I don't know why they don't just say that, because I don't think that Japan would care. He looks like Gandalf, basically. The plot is he looks like Gandalf, and he wakes up and he decides to buy something. I don't know why he'd want to do this. I don't know why he'd decide, hey, I want to look like a girl. That doesn't make any sense to me. That's very strange. This one is another one about a guy waking up as a child, reincarnated as a child. So no, I am tired of these. Please stop making these, Japan. I do not want to see another one of these damn shows about somebody being reincarnated in the body of a child. I don't care anymore. This one I'm watching mostly because some of my go-tos are in it. Also, it's an adaptation of King Richard, which I think is a really cool concept. But but Richard is born a hermaphrodite, which I think is really neat. It's also JC Staff, which is weird because this one is also JC Staff. So, that's 2. Actually 3. So that's 3, including Sasaki Made this one. Two friends fight demons. I kind of think this concept is neat. That's 4. I don't know the studio, but I kind of want to see this concept. This is basically Mr. and Mrs. North, the anime. Guy falls in love with the person he's sent to kill. He too is after her. He loves her. Her target. To this day, he murdered Richard Swift. So he sent her targets. Weird. That's really weird. Also, Chateau looks like Saber. I know that's not intentional, but that's really funny to me. That Chateau looks like Saber. Which is really funny to me. So, Sabakoi Bisco, they're looking for a mushroom, which is an interesting concept, but Archer who. So basically, it's Trigun with mushrooms, which is a very weird idea. I don't know Oz, but interesting. Arrow forms of rust, so he's trying to look for the way to get rid of his rust. Dog's Frontline is one I'm gonna watch, only out of sheer curiosity. This one's about fishing, which well, kind of like about fishing. But it's about 2 girls who end up being sisters who go fishing. Yeah, maybe. I've never heard a lot of these studios this year, actually. And Or finds out that the reason you're meeting her new It looks like it's going to be a slow series, ironically, because of the title. Dude goes on a journey with his friend. He's turned into a girl and goes on... Honestly, just the concept is just kind of funny to me. It's weird because I don't want to like it. I don't want to watch it, but... A dude reincarnated as a girl goes to defeat the Demon King. That's actually... I don't know where people come up with this shit. Like, I really don't know where people come up with this stuff, but it's actually... I'm interested. It's a rom-com? What? And it's a rom-com? What? Hang on. And his handsome best friend. However, because... An old man that became a beauty. And it's okay then. That's piqued my interest. Tokyo 20. This looks 3D. Honestly, that's a bad sign. I don't like 3D shows. So urging them to change the future. The three will protect 24th word in their own ways. It looks 3D. Maybe I'll watch an episode to see if it's interesting, but honestly, Dev Media, I think does a lot of sports anime, so they're actually pretty good at it. As far as I know, I could be wrong. It's about futsal, which is not exactly soccer, but it's kind of ish soccer. So maybe we'll learn about a new sport. That might be interesting. To learn about a new sport. So far, the official count of how many I'm going to watch is still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one. Police in a Pod. Main character wants to quit policing until she finds out that her boss is hot, and then basically decides she wants to keep being a police officer. I have absolutely no interest in that. None. Nope. None. 6. This is Tokyo Tribe, I think, is like... Well, Tiger has traveled. One night, the two... Yeah, it's about extreme baseball, which is an interesting idea. I think it's by the same people who did K. It's by the same people who did K, I believe, so that should be an interesting concept. Because I really liked K. K was neat. So, and this one is another one. That's number 7. So, she's a research assistant. But she's distant for a month evil group, but she's actually fighting her boss. That is interesting. So, I'm definitely going to try this one. Sayuki, if you haven't seen Sayuki, oh my god, this show is such a treat. I love this show so much. Unforgettable is right. This show is like unforgettable. Sanzo. So we gotta keep. So I will probably do a retro series on this at some point, because this show is just, if you haven't seen this show is a treat. So basically the story of, it's a war story, but it looks like it's China, some kind of Chinese show. The struggle of the monsters able to oppose wiped out. Maybe. It's historical, but this company's new, and I gotta admit the poster looks pretty itty badass. So maybe an episode. We're still at 8 officially, but maybe an episode. Well, actually, technically 9 because of Delicious Party Precure. That's pretty much it. We don't have any actual official information on this one, which is weird. But this looks 3D, so I'm not sure I care anyway. And this one's about golf. Ninjala is coming out, which should be cute. I've seen the shorts. The shorts are actually very good. I've only seen the shorts in English, though, because I couldn't find them in Japanese, which is weird. But I like the shorts. They were very cute. So that is something I'm looking forward to. That's it. That's all there is to it. This show looks weird, except this. On air deck, yeah, I don't care about this show. So, that's it. We have a total of 8 right now. Or 8 official. We have most shows I'm going to try, but in recap, Sasaki, this one, I'm going to watch as far as I can. This one, and keep in mind, these are shows I'm going to watch all the way through, if I can get through them. Most shows I'm going to try an episode and see if they suck, but these shows, this one, that one, this one, tentatively, this one, this is about badminton. I skipped over this because it's another sports anime about badminton. It's not bad, but it's another sports anime. This one, and this one. So that's like 10 shows about. Again, that's my average usually. I'm very picky when it comes to shows, but usually when it comes to shows, my average is about 10. So that is the roster for next season, and I did not include movies or ONAs because I don't include those. I look forward to seeing you in the winter season, and after the winter season, after the winter season, at the end of this month, I will do my top and bottom 5, 10 of the season. I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided how many. I might also do just a superlative series because that's something people do too.